Um, just a disclaimer, like, you will probably think I'm a dumbass, but at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure I unequipped one of my weapons, and that's why I couldn't do, the move that I kept trying to do. So, yeah. And probably why I didn't do that much damage. So, yeah, I know for next time. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tep Knight here, and we are here with Biomutant, and I'm actually pretty excited for this game. I've been excited for it for a while now. I know the reviews haven't been too great, but I don't like to listen to the critics, so let's get into it. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a full series on this. It depends on how well the videos do, and also just how the main story goes. Or
encode your DNA.
alright. Just 1 second. Alright, we're back. I need to change the sharpening. I think we're gonna go with Dum Dum because his vital and his melee damage goes up.
Define your genetic structure.
I'm pretty sure I want to go for like a melee type build. Oh god, that looks dumb. You know, that's pretty good. I think I like that. Cause I want to go for a melee. That's what I've decided on.
Resilience.
I want to go mostly biohazard. So I heard biohazard is one of the better ones.
Choose your first style.
First style. Oh, I don't know. Kind of like that. I'll change
Pick
the
your
color.
main color.
My main color is my eyes. Let's go
Choose
for
your
red.
detail color.
I kind of like that. Really dark. Let's see what other colors we got here. I don't really like any of those. I think we're gonna go with the black and red.
Pick a class. Mercenary.
Alright, I've already decided I want mercenary from the very beginning.
Deadeye.
Let's actually look at the other.
Mercenary.
I have a cool katana.
Deadeye.
Deadeye's pretty cool also.
Psyphreak. Saboteur.
I was wanting to go Saboteur, but
Mercenary chosen.
there we go.
That'll work.
Alrighty,
Here's
let's do
with
this.
A troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Next.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Alright. I want to go light because I've heard some of the light abilities.
Let me introduce myself.
And,
I
That's cool.
and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being lightheaded if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
I know this isn't a final choice because you can
But
do
what comes around
either.
goes all the way back around. So it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
I wish there was an auto next thing. There probably is. I just didn't see it in the settings.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Let me just check real quick. Is there... I don't want to bore you guys. Alright, let's just keep going.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile,
I'm
the predator
I'm not
only
petting
grew
anything.
stronger.
I don't think I was supposed to jump into the cutscene. Oh, damn. Let's parry. Come on, dude. Attack me. I messed up the parry. There we go. Alright, this is pretty cool.
You better make a run
I'm actually
for it.
surprised how
This is
clean
not
the
time
fighting
nor
feels.
place to end this story.
Now, I am playing this on the PS5, but there isn't technically a PS5 version. It's just a PS4 version, so...
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day.
I'm not sure what's
Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
gonna happen there, but... I've heard that there could be an upgrade later on, but... I got my 60 frames, that's all that matters.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Alright, you guys wanna go? Ooh. Oh, damn.
Right in the face.
The combat actually feels really good. That guy's dead. Oh, this is feeling pretty cool. definitely gonna want to change my outfit eventually. Special effect. Add on, attach it to your ranged weapon to give it. Alright. Those are my melee weapons. That's my ammo type, I guess. I think. Let's pick up some health. Take it. Alright, so I can also access that. Alrighty. Anything in here? Oh, there's something in the toilet. Always gotta check the toilet.
Seems like a peculiar item.
Alright, let's keep going. Your enemy attacks when the enemy attacks. Okay.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment.
Oh
and
damn, I
changed
didn't dodge.
with it. Evolution has its ways. Bang bang!
The combat feels really good. I definitely feel like guns are kind of dominant here, but I'm still going for that melee build. Get sliced.
Chop chop!
Alright, let's go in. Oh no, he picked me up! That's not very nice, dude. Yeah. Alright. We got some stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna record too much of me exploring around, because I'm probably gonna explore around a lot. But who knows? Okay. Gotta melee him. Ow. That kinda hurt, bro. Okay, get away from the wall. I can't see. There we go. Whew. You didn't hit me, dude. You missed. I gotta remember I can parry. Defeating enemies. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. You gotta love some good XP. Can I not go through this door? No. I look pretty badass. Look at that. Look at my little furry dude.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, I gotta level up. Alright. Okay, by 10. That's pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna go with melee damage first. Okay. Okay, so these are my... I kind of want to buy that. That's pretty cool. What else do I have? Let's go to the ranged one. That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go with this, cause that would be cool to have.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
I think I need an enemy. Just hop on down. Oh, I fell in. I fell in backwards.
It's
Did you
time to
see
find a
that?
way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
All right. We're finding a way out. Don't you worry.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Oh, shit. I'm trying to learn how to do this attack. Parried. I parried, dude. Alright. I don't think I'm doing
Make
this
that one dead.
melee attack properly. Okay, let's try it on this guy. Oh, I don't think I did it right.
Keep hauling yourself into the air.
I want to like explore and loot, but so it's oh, there it is. Wait, did I just do it?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Well, that's cool. So the humans
That's more
left.
than stuck.
Found a puzzle. Alright.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
There we go.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Alright. Sorry, I got a Twitter notification. I got a busy Thursday, apparently. There's a PlayStation...
Spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
Sorry, I don't want to talk over him.
A warning label. The
Alright,
box
dude.
looks like a potential brain melt.
I gotta talk.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the just a few moves left. Make them count.
There's a PlayStation State of Play on Thursday, and then also
There you go.
there's a live event from Techland, which is they're making Dying Light 2, which is actually my most anticipated game of this year. I'm so excited for that game.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
We don't gotta fight him. I can't. I literally can't do this this chain properly. There we go. I think I just did it. Oh, I just shot the guy in the wheelchair. I'm sorry, dude.
Finish him. Finished him off. Hack and slash.
I hope I can get my melee to be a little bit stronger than this. I know I can probably craft better melees, so.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Alright, well, give me a second. I gotta collect all this stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's probably something good. It's cool that I don't have to read it in the menu. It just shows me what I picked up.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He
You're
sounds
very welcome.
familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
A scar?
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways.
How
You
did
look
you
exactly
know?
like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Mooma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Not my
He
poopsie.
says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
I'm back. I'm gonna do
It
it.
was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your
Oh no, I skipped.
After the old village was destroyed,
He was about to
and you
talk about my
disappeared,
Mooma.
a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Oh, look at me. I'm so tiny. Damn, that was like a Superman drop. Boom. Alright.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
He understands why
Norris.
you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Potato people are better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I'm gonna call you Chuck Moleness. Yeah. Gonna look like a mole, bro. Can I hit you? Nah. Alright. I can't jump through there. I'm too tiny. I'm a little tiny dude. I can't even run up the stairs, that's how tiny I am. Look at me go, though. Kinda look like a rat, though. Is that gonna hurt? Nope. Oh, I can't swim! No shortcuts for me. Alright.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
I
The
found
Nono's
a potato
ki
purse.
is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
I will be very careful with your net. I will not wreck it. I promise. How do I use it? Well, Well, that was
You
easy.
handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Well, I'm good at handling a lot of things, if you know what I'm saying.
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree.
How many does it need?
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say.
It's only like almost 2 years.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world.
Trees don't grow that fast, my dude.
But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Alright. We gotta put a potato person in the tree. Sacrifice must be made. I'm sorry, potato person. I can't get over how rat-like I look. I definitely didn't go for looks. I went for the build that I wanted. Oh well, that is definitely magical. That's not normal. Unless I have a really awesome green
Now
thumb.
that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll
Sorry if
make
you can
nurturing the
hear me
pensai
sniffling.
into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I don't want my Boomer to be mad. I gotta go. I will see you later,
She's got
Chuck
lots on her
Molness.
mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
I'll never forget you.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
The World Eaters?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
Yeah, my allergies are acting up, so if you
His
hear me
friend
sniffling,
Gizmo
that's
is
why.
working on a Mecton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Not the Jumbo Puff. It's
Wiz
cool that
is
you can
still
kind of
repairing
see
his
the
Octopus
outline of them.
to confront
I
the
didn't know
Merc
that.
Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
You definitely have a puff theme going on
Out
there.
of Date says his friends are gearing up
I don't
to
know why.
stop the World
I
Eaters.
used my hands as
There's
a
one at
gesture
the
there,
end of
but you
each
can't even
route.
see me, so.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
I got you. I got you, my dude.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
How can I defeat the World Eaters?
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
I got you, my dude. Wait a second. This is the same net. Are you an older version of Chuck Molnus? It is you, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. Alright.
Let's
keep her going.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
I can climb the rope. We're out. Look at that.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Oh, there's the title screen, Biomutant. Yeah, I actually had my brightness turned up more because usually games are dark for me, but I had to turn it down because this game is very vibrant.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Oh, we're gonna take a pee.
Let's see.
We just peed on that sign, man. Okay, we can use it for fast travel. That's nice. That's cool. That is definitely cool. Yeah, Horizon Forbidden West is getting some new gameplay on Thursday. Pretty excited for that. And then there's Dying Light 2. Thursday's gonna be pretty cool.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Yeah, if I could get my PC to record properly,
Look,
I would
a survivor.
live stream the
Glad to see someone made
streams,
it out alive.
but Streamlabs doesn't want to work for me. Hey, dude.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World
That
Eaters to
voice
other
does not
enclaves,
fit
but never
that little
expected
guy.
one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life
bottom of my
survives the
jaw
attack.
looks really weird. You can see it's kind of ugly.
He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Alright, I'll help you, my dude. What do you need?
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
I usually, when I play games with these kind of choices like Infamous, I usually go for the light. The good choices first, and then I replay for the bad. But I've been
There's out
told
of
that you
date
can
again.
do
He must have missed something important.
either.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Alright.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I want to see what's on top of the bridge first.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
We are gonna go the other way. I just want to see what's up here. There's people. There's people fighting. I'm coming. These guys look like bad guys. Alright, dudes. Come on, slice and dice. Oh, my gun's out. Dodged. Yeah, that's right. Get down. Wrecked you, bro. Alright, now let's go back. Do I take fall damage? I don't think so. I probably do. Why else would they put gliders and stuff in the game?
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
This game is very beautiful, though. It looks really cool. Is there more people fighting? What are you doing?
Close encounter.
Come on, bro. You're dead. Just accept it.
slash.
I feel like my melee does not do as much as my gun. I think it just doesn't shoot as fast. I mean, like, I can't melee as fast as I shoot, but that's alright. Alright, let's go. I always love, and like, post-apocalyptic
This area was beautiful
games,
before the
they're,
Tribe War began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
the, like, seeing old world stuff, as they call it. I don't think they call it that in this game, but they do in Horizon. Damn, this game looks pretty good. Sorry, I lost my train of thought like halfway through that sentence.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe?
Is
You
it?
should head up there. That way you'll know.
No shit, Sherlock. Let's take a piss. I missed.
Let's see.
That was definitely a sideways stream, my dude.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
Hey, I'm here.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
He will want to see me.
They've
I'm
already
just
got word
that
of an
cool.
intruder, so he
Look at
guesses
my
the
hand.
Sifu must be very interested in meeting you.
Is your hand that cool? Does it glow? I don't think so.
Sibi? La vanen a ginkanman. Geratna fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute. Karap la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took
I'm
out
a
of big
vigilante.
side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common.
I don't think you actually have a choice
He's
there.
convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
My Muma? You knew my Muma.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
I'll join you.
I was hoping you'd join them.
I got you,
You
my dude.
understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
all the goose are gonna head
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
I got you, my dude.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
I wish there was another way, my dude.
Struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Oh my.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Well, I want that
Both
staff,
have
dude.
gentle
They look pretty
minds,
cool.
So they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Anyway,
good.
the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Even though we're technically in the open world, this is still a lot like the prologue, because we can't, like, go anywhere, really. I mean, I guess we kinda can.
Sparkles about how brilliant it is to have someone like you that shares both genetics and karma in the Myriad spectrum. Wishes you goodbye.
Alright, well that was pointless. Oh, I can just talk to anyone. Okay. That's cool. Alright, dude. I'll talk to you later. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it here. These are gonna be longer episodes just because I want to make them longer. I feel like that would be easiest, especially for this game and the open world and how much there is to do. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.